Yeah, I heard what you said. Yeah. I live next door to some sick person, right? Live next door to some really sick people. They're like really sick people. And they said stuff about some other people, right? Next to some people know Lisa Sharim, Jayla D at World National. They were lying, stalking me. 300 Bridge Street. Yeah? What a bunch of nice, they're really sick people. So they're white supremacists stalking me. They said they're trying to attack me and rob like the liquor store. They said it's like they framed Johnny Dupont and locked him in jail for trying to defend himself like hey spick. So the Schultz boys came over, stalk him, attack him. Then he shot them in self-defense, right? Then they put him in jail because you're trying to attack me like they act like this to people. So they try to they study crime and how to get away with their stuff, right? So they try to study how to be like white supremacists, study how to get away with their stuff. They said Ford's part of it. They said Ford was involved, right? He said he's part of this. They're not supposed to trust people, right? So they're white supremacists trying to rob like the DuPont Pioneer store, right? It's supposed to be like a liquor store to feed chickens, but they don't care. So you're threatening me saying you're white supremacist, right? Saying you're just trying to rob a liquor store basically because you're drunks. So you're drunks trying to rob a liquor store. Don't care about me. Then you act like you could just attack people because they were trying to sell stuff and rob them and then try to get off like say you're white supremacist, you do what the hell you want. This is your MO. Try to bring in people through like Canada, ask them to do business with you. Then you try to rob them and kill them and lock them in prison. This is who you are, right? You said you're white supremacists. Saying this is who you are. Think you can just be crazy, psychotic, stalking me? You blame Ford. You said he's in charge of it. You blame Ford. They blame Ford. They says he's in charge of it. But then you can't take action. Then you can't take responsibility for yourself. You blame Ford. So you can't take responsibility for your action. You're like a stalker, right? You blame Ford. You can't stand up to people. You blame Ford. You say he's a bad guy, really violent redhead in charge of this. Then you don't take responsibility for yourself. You say he's a violent guy. Then you make excuses. Say your mental patients blaming him, saying he's violent. You don't stand up for yourselves. You don't take responsibility for your actions of saying you try to blame Ford, say he's violent. Then you try to make up excuses. You ask people to give a shit, run like a liquor store and shoot them like some whack-ass crackhead. Yeah, we don't like you because you're honkies. Americans are dumb, okay? Yeah? So, you find someone who just wants to die in prison because you can't just bring people in and die in prison because you want to do this to people. No, you're not allowed to bring people in and slave drive them and kill them in jail. No, you're not allowed to. You find people who are willing to come in and die in prison for you, because I'm not here for you. You can't just enslave people, rob them, lock them in jail. Sorry. Kansas says you can't just do this stuff. You can't just enslave people, rob them, lock them in jail. No, you have to find people who are consenting to being robbed and left in jail. Somebody might like be your prison porn star, but no. You find people who are consenting to die in jail, be your prison porno sex buddy, because some people are into it. You're not gonna rob me. Maybe Johnny Depp was in there because you're okay, because he liked it, but you're like a stalker next door, 300 Bridge Street. You know these people, and you're like stalking me. You're going at Christopher Johnson because you're sick. It's sad. You're like a white supremacist, being a demented white supremacist. It's sad.